a blunder, that was a faux pas. Hello, epic viewers! Down the side around the multiverse, prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today, another epic Halo 2 bout is about to commence. What will transpire? What will happen? I do not know. That is an enigma. Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, let's dabble into this. So right now, I've been pitted up against the red team. I'm on the blue team. I'm going to be vying for victory. And I'm just going to be ranting and raving and prattling on and on and on. Unfortunately, to my dismay, I'm going to have to end the stream soon. If you're watching the archive video, then you can watch the archive future streams later at your own discretion, or you could forgo watching them. It's up to you. In the previous stream, as you know, or as you may not know, if you're watching the archive video footage, I was ranting and raving about sheer and utter nonsense about vapid topics, and I'll try to talk about something else other than what's in front of me. So I hope that this video isn't vapid, I hope it's not shallow, and I hope it can be characterized by sheer and utter epicness. I always strive to appease the fandom, even if they detest me and disdain me in every facet. So what else was I talking about other than nutrition? What else interests me? I guess you could say my interests are very niche. Other than loving anime, I love horror flicks, and I love the Chucky flicks. Now, why did the Chucky movie series appease me? Why does it tickle my fancy? Why does it pique my interest? Well, there's a lot of humorous moments. There's a lot of satire. You know, Chucky's sadistic, he's malignant, he's malign, he's malicious, he's cunning, he's conniving, he's a subterfuge, deception, trickery. But I just love the comedy involved. Now, people may love Terror Toons too. That movie is wacky, it's campy, it's uncanny, it's unconventional, it's off-kilter. So that movie is just meritorious in every facet, to say the least. Now, what else do I love other than Terror Toons and other than the Chucky flicks? I also love A Nightmare on Elm Street. That movie is just nostalgic. Only 2 of the films were directed by Wes Craven. Unfortunately, to my dismay, he passed away. He was one of the best directors of all time, so he deserves his accolades, and those movies were quite a feat. I also saw Freddy Krueger's Nightmares, which was a TV series. I have the DVDs. Unfortunately, they're a bit distorted, but it is what it is. I remember he was throwing darts at one of the kids, so Freddy Krueger is definitely sadistic, but he just tries to be amusing, and he tries to bedazzle the audience. I love Wes Craven. I always pay homage to Wes Craven. What else? The Friday the 13th flicks were not as appealing per se. Jason had no equal, and what else do I love? I love the original Jeepers Creepers movie. That was ominous. The Creeper is impervious to damage. Jeepers Creepers 2 is amazing. Jeepers Creepers 3 never tickled my fancy. I recommend an advise not wasting your time watching The Call of Chucky. For the most part, it's devoid of humor, so the latest Chucky flick isn't too appealing per se, but the older ones were. The Bride of Chucky is definitely one of the utmost best flicks of all time. But I think that they degraded over time. A lot of this has to do with the screenplay, has to do with the writing. You need to really incorporate that humor. And Friday the 13th is pretty much devoid of that. You have these naive, asinine dollars just running around the camp, meandering around, sauntering around, and they just die for no reason. They're not being prudent. They're not exuding circumspect behavior. They're not being strategical. You know, and Jason is an undead zombie. He doesn't talk. He never invokes words from his vocal folds. Or I should say never spews words from his vocal folds. The Halloween flicks I never really got into. What else? I guess I love that Gotham City. What was it, the new Batman series? I only saw 1 episode of that online. It may or may not be on Netflix, I'm unsure. I haven't been subscribed to Netflix in a long time. Netflix is a sheer and utter waste of money in my opinion. You can watch all this free content via YouTube and Twitch and other sites that showcase dubbed anime episodes. What else is a good flick? The Titanic has some merit. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. I love the prequel to, what was it? The Sparta, Blood and Sand series. I may have watched that about half a decade ago. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I think it premiered on Stars. I don't ever watch TV. I unplugged my cable when I was 14. I never looked back. I never replugged it back in once since I was 14. So I've been going with that cable for almost 2 decades. And I haven't missed out on anything. And what else? What's another good movie? I love The Lord of the Rings. Probably saw each of the movies at least 20 times. I love the Harry Potter movies. There's a caveat of, there was an exception of movie 7 Part 1. They created that to cash in. They turned the series into a cash cow. Now I saw the new one, the prequel flick, Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them. It was called something along those lines. You guys can recollect what I'm talking about. That was just dreadful, so I'm not going to see the new one. I've lost all my hope in it. What else are there other than the Harry Potter movies, the Lord of the Rings movies? What else resonates with me? I'm just trying to think. I never got into the Scream horror movies. I want to see Thinner again. I saw that when I was younger. The Puppet Master movies, I liked a couple of those, but then I realized how dull they were and how vapid they were. They're just pretty much devoid of action for the most part. I love the movie Small Soldiers with the action figures roaming around, trying to decimate the Gorgons, the Gorgonites. What else is there? I'm just trying to think of any other good movies that I recommend and advise watching. What was that movie, The Breakfast Club? That was a mediocre movie. The movie was characterized by insipid mediocrity. What else do we have? Oh yeah, The Avengers. Hold on. Oh, you're asking about the Mugen matches? Oh, the Avengers movies I didn't really like in particular. The second one was mediocre. I love the original Spider-Man flicks, including Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man Homecoming is a calamity. And I didn't really get into the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. Those movies are probably abysmal. Most of these superhero movies are appalling. I haven't seen the Black Panther. It's outside the parameters of my budget. What other movies haven't I seen? I saw Daredevil, that was mediocre. I love the Dark Knight flicks. I can't believe they replaced Christian Bale. Christian Bale was one of the utmost best actors of his time. I don't know, he seems to be, I guess, retired for the most part. They don't really recast him too much. Yet again, I don't keep up with his track record, or his resume per se. What is it called? A list of films that someone was in. Filmography, I forgot the name. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I love Spider-Man 3. What else? Oh, in terms of game recommendations, if you're getting into the FPS genre, you're likely a seasoned veteran watching this video. I'm presuming you're a nerd if you're watching this video. Why else would you watch this video? Then I recommend playing Shadowrun, the 2007 version. You could play that on the Xbox One. It's compatible with Xbox One. The Xbox One has backwards compatibility with Xbox 360 games. And then you could also play Team Fortress 2, that's free to play. You could try playing Evolve. You don't have to expend a penny playing that game. Unfortunately, you have to just relinquish money on wattage to play that game. That's the cost of gaming today. But I mostly play free-to-play games. I can't afford to lay out any more money. I'm already destitute, indigent, and impoverished. Yeah, I would uninstall Fortnite. It's a terrible game that lacks any semblance of merit. It lacks even a modicum of merit. And what else?